This is the Archon large smartphone bike holder. What it is a water-resistant case for a variety of smartphones. They have different sizes available. I use an iPhone 5 and it's absolutely sized perfectly for it. Comes in two parts. You have this case itself, and it's held on to a small ball joint mount. And all you have to do to take it off is remove a little thumb screw off the back, which keeps it secured. And then the whole thing slides off. You have these two little posts here that go into these slots in the back. Now you don't actually have to remove this to slide your phone in or out. This is simply if you want to take it with you. I have no desire to take it with me because I'm not leaving my bike at a store or outside or anything like that. So this is going to stay permanently attached to my bike. And then all I have to do is unzip this to slide my phone in or out. Now to get it on the bike, very simple. You have a two-piece bracket here, and all you need to install that is a Phillips screwdriver. I have one over here. All you do is take these two screws out, and this is just a two-piece U-shaped clamshell basically. It adjusts to just about any size type bar. I have very large bars on my bike, and it fits just fine. If you have smaller type bars, such as the diameter down here near the end of mine, which would be like a Huffy or a Walmart type bike, they give you extra rubber that acts as an insert in between. So you still get a perfectly snug fit. And this is rock solid, isn't going anywhere. You have a little collar underneath the mount here, and this is on a ball joint. So you can position the device in a variety of positions. You got about a 45-degree angle movement in any direction. So you can tilt it to face you at just the right angle that you want. And again, to put it on, all we do is align the pins with the grooves. We slide it down to lock it, just like putting a picture frame on the wall. And then this little thumb screw goes in here and just blocks it so it can't slide off. And that's it. So if you're like me and you know you're not going to be taking this on or off, just use a little screwdriver, put a little bit more pressure on here so you can't get it off with your fingers, just so it doesn't vibrate off or anything, and you're good to go. So let's go ahead and put it back on. I'll slide it down into position, put the thumb screw back in, that's really the only difficult part about the whole install. And as you can see, it's not difficult. Thumb screws in, nice and tight, that's not going anywhere. Got a nice straight angle, that's the way I want it. Beautiful. Now to put our phone in, we have a big zipper that goes all around the sides. Now this is touted as water resistant, not waterproof. These are not waterproof zippers, but they do have a nice rubber seam all the way around, so it is a fairly good seal. I wouldn't have any qualms about running this in a light rain or anything like that, but you don't want to spray a hose on it. That's the difference between waterproof and water resistant. It'll keep you dry until you get home. Now there is an opening in the bottom, and this is so you can put headphones and earpods and everything and get it into the case. So there is a slight opening in the bottom, but there's no opening at the top, so you don't have to worry about water. You do have these shims, which are just foam rubber. You have two different sizes, and this is so you can match the thickness of your device to get you a good feel in the case. You want the device to be as flush up against this plastic as possible, because this works with your touchscreen. I was amazed. This is a really thick plastic. I mean, it's at least 3 times thicker than a normal screen protector. The nice thing about this is it has a beautiful neutral feel. I'm a big stickler for feel. I don't use cases or screen protectors anymore. I don't like the feel of them. They're just different than the smooth glass or plastic that's on the display of the devices itself, so I don't like to spoil that. This has a beautiful slick feel. It has no texture. There's no orange peel. So I was impressed by that. I don't mind using this at all like I do some screen protectors. So I have I can speak. I have an iPhone 5 which is fairly thin, so I need both of these shims. They just sit in there, nothing special. Now you don't have to unzip this all the way to put your device in. Once you figure out what shims you want, you can leave it zipped up most of the way so the shims aren't going to fall out or anything. You just slide your device in. The only thing you want to be careful of is that you unzip it enough so you get this flat back, because personally I would not want to risk rubbing the zipper or the front of my device. So I just make sure I'm pulling it back far enough. And it slides right down in. Bada bing, bada boom. Zip it up any way you want. If you want maximum water protection, I would suggest putting the zippers all the way down to one corner. Now it's Florida where I live, so it's not that big of a deal, so I can leave the zippers just in a nice convenient position. I'll leave them about here just because it's quicker to unzip. That's all I need to do to pull the phone in or out. Just a little quarter zip. Done. And then to use the device, there you go. This is my wife's phone. I'm filming on my phone so you can see hers. Works perfectly. I don't have to, I don't want to lock her phone, so I'm not going to try that again. But you can see that there's absolutely no, I'm not having to press hard, there's no delay, it just works. So I'm really amazed at that. That's really cool. So, another thing that's really cool, the sound out of this is amazingly loud. I mean, it's not like you're holding the phone in your hand, but I don't need headphones. I was going to wear some headphones. I've got some molded earpods that I like, but I don't need them. Absolutely do not need them. It is loud enough just from the little hole for the headphone cords. So that's really cool. But I use a GPS program and I track all my runs and my rides, and I stream music, and I can do email, I can do whatever I want right here, and it's so convenient. It's rock solid, there's no vibration, there's no noise, easily repositionable just with that little finger collar. And if you do want to take it off, one screw. Bada bing, bada boom. Love it. Really nice device, guys. And if you're watching this review when I'm first airing this, this and the armband, they're both going in this week's giveaway. So definitely check out the site for that. Thank you very much, guys, for sending this along for review. I greatly appreciate it. It's a very nice product. I am very impressed. High quality stitching, rock solid design, and it simply works as advertised. Very inexpensive, and like I said, they do have multiple sizes. So if you have an iPhone 4, they've got one for that. If you've got any of the large Android phones, they got stuff for that. Who knows what they're going to have next? They actually have a huge catalog of devices, but obviously I'm doing the HLO thing, so here's a bike mount. But definitely check them out for just about anything relating to a mount for a smartphone or other electronics device. So this has been the Archon large smartphone bike mount case. See you guys later.